Okay. How many of you, come on, give me some energy. Come on. How many of you are ready to make some money online hosting events? Come on, give me some energy. Wave your hand if you have hosted free online events before. If you've hosted any events online and they were free, wave your hand. Come on. Okay, so what we're here to do now is we're going to turn those free events into paid events. Would y'all like that? Y'all ready for that? Come on. Let's make some money, people. Come on. Let's make some money. So as I get started on my presentation, I would like for all of you to, if any of you have any questions as we go through the presentation, this is more like a workshop. And if any of you have any questions as we go through the presentation, I want you to write them down because I want to pretty much cover as much as possible as I can. We know we can't teach everything that we like to share with people because these features, various systems have so many features. But I enjoy teaching, I enjoy sharing information, and I am so grateful that you all came out to be with us today. So write down any questions that you may have, and we will definitely answer any questions that you have as they arise. So if I'm talking about something and you want to ask a question at that point, wave your hand, put your hand up, and I'll try my best to see it, and I will acknowledge it. And I'll try to answer that question while we're there in that particular area. Is that all right? Is that all right with everybody? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to do a little quick, let you know what we're going to cover right now. I'm going to share my screen. And before we jump into our training, I'm going to share my screen to give you an introduction of what we will be going over. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about, again, like I said, let's make some money. We're going to talk about online events. People are making money online daily. They're making money online. And I'm going to share with you when I had to pivot onto online events right after the pandemic hit. I think we all had to go through that process. Some made it, some didn't, some still struggling. But I'm grateful for my coach, Nancy Matthews, Trish Cardin, and Susie Winnill, because they told us all we have to do is pivot. Don't lose sight of your vision. All we have to do is pivot. And at that time, I was hosting live conferences. People was flying from all over to come into the conferences, and they discovered me on social media, which I'll tap into a little bit about why it's important for us to be visible on social media. So right now, we're going to start our presentation, and I'm going to share some of my secrets, some of the things that I have done to increase my bottom line by transitioning to online events. And I'm very excited that I did because it saves me money. It saves me a multitude of stress with the running back and forth to hotels, trying to figure out how much the food is going to cost, negotiating the cost of the hotels. It was a lot, meeting the participants at the hotels, giving them a walkthrough all different times because none of them could meet at the same time. I would even feed them lunch when we did meet up. So I definitely made my investments, but I'm grateful because when you put in, you will definitely get something out, and it will come back to you. All we have to do is keep moving. Just keep moving. So let's talk about events. What we're going to talk about today, I'm just going to give you an introduction, is we're going to talk about setting up your event. That includes the date, time, location, and the ticket costs. We're going to talk about the order forms. We're talking about Eventbrite. This is how we set up our events with Eventbrite and Zoom. Those two platforms go hand in hand, and they can allow you to put your event together, and it will run so smoothly. So you don't need a lot of RMs. You don't need a lot of different platforms. All you need is to run a good event, and that even if it's a live event, Eventbrite, in my own opinion, would definitely be the platform, because there's nothing that it cannot do. So we're going to talk about why order confirmation. What is an order? You're going to learn what an order confirmation is. And we're going to talk about how we add the event to Facebook. Like I said, everything we need is right there on Eventbrite. And of course, there are free campaigns that Eventbrite creates for you. So again, you don't have to invest in a CRM, other CRMs. And also, we're going to show you how to do complimentary tickets. If any of you may want to know that information, we're going to go over that a little bit. And we're going to also talk about how you set up a free event versus an event that costs. So I'm just going to show you. It's not as long. It looks like a lot of information, but it's not that difficult. Once we get into it, we're going to walk right through it. And again, like I said, if you all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask the questions. We're going to talk about affiliate links. We all know what affiliate links are. People say they want to share your event. Of course, we always want to keep statistics on who's doing what, where the ticket sales are coming from, who has the link that is getting more traction. You want to look at that. And then, of course, those are people who are in the event. And then sometimes we use affiliate links because I may talk to somebody who may not even be coming to my event, and I tell them, hey, I'll pay you X number of dollars per ticket sale if you share my event and if tickets are sold on your link. So with that, that's what affiliate links are. It's to allow you to keep track, and of course, it's allow you to partner with other people so that they can benefit from your events. We're going to talk about how to download the attendee list. And if I'm talking, when I get to some of these things, I'm probably asking, some of you don't need this information. We don't have to cover this information. But I'm going to go ahead and this is what I chose to pick out so that I can go through and show you some of the awesome features that this platform has. We're going to also talk about, printing the attendee list. I always print the attendee list before my event. And that way I can check off those individuals. Looking in the Zoom platform under participations, if you all look down there at the word participation, you will see it tells you how many number of people are at this event. And some people may be hiding behind the screen. You may not see them on the screen, but that participation is going to tell you exactly who's in this event. And if you click that, you'll get to see the names of everybody. And what one of my team members does, BJ, raise your hand. BJ, her job is always to print out the attendee list, and then she's to check off, because we know that a lot of times people register to come to the events and they don't come. Then there's also those people who maybe have gotten a complimentary ticket for a nonprofit organization or something of that nature. Those individuals do not, the nonprofit people with complimentary tickets do not pick up all the benefits that you all have who made the investment. So we do need to know who showed up so that we can make sure that everybody receives within the 72 hours what they are supposed to receive that we promise for the event. We're going to go over a little bit about emails, how to email the emails that you receive in your Eventbrite. They keep track of all of the emails of the people who attend your event. It's in Eventbrite. So I mean, this platform is awesome. And then what I do personally, I always take those emails from Eventbrite and I put them into my Gmail account, whether you have Yahoo, AOL, whatever you have. I always put those in because every entrepreneur has to build an email list, because everything you do is not going to be on Eventbrite. If you write a book and you want to tell everybody about the book, you can't tell people about anything that's just marketing if you don't establish an email list. So you do need to grow your email list. And I have many events. We've hosted over 35 events online. I've spoken at, oh my God, probably over 20 online. And a lot of cases, most cases I've attended networking events. And in most cases, emails are put into the chat. And again, one of our team members, she takes those chats that I have and she pulls those emails out and the name, the email, phone numbers, if any, and she puts them on a spreadsheet for me. And in turn, after that, I can take that spreadsheet and not only can I download it to my Gmail list, but I can also download it to my Eventbrite list. So when I send out a campaign for Eventbrite, those people are already in there. And then, of course, we may tap a little bit on emailing your attendees, and that will be through through Eventbrite. Okay, let's talk about the strategies that I use to promote your event. We're going to talk about some of the strategies that I use. And I know I'm going to miss some. This is what I decided to put down, so we'll catch quite a few. And visibility, ladies and gentlemen, is the first thing. That's first and foremost. If you're not on social media, and I know sometimes we're so busy, we can't be on social media, I strongly suggest if that were the case, you hire. And this is what our team shared about today. Of course, I'm going to encourage you to connect with our team members. Not only is the price good, but they're also such wonderful, beautiful spirited young people, and they want to learn. So when you decide to work with, if you decide to work with them, all you need to do is show them what you need, how you want what you want done, and you will get the job done, and you won't go broke doing it. So I take pride in that. But visibility is definitely essential to any of us because it's all about branding. If people don't know what you have, they can't purchase your products or services. And utilizing the features, we're going to share about, this is what I do. I utilize many of the features that are afforded me. When I host an event, I don't just send out my campaign from Gmail. I use text messaging. I use Facebook messaging, social media platforms. We talk Instagram. We're talking YouTube. We're talking Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm sorry, LinkedIn. And I do a little bit of TikTok every now and then. But the bottom line is, Twitter, I'm not crazy about. But the bottom line is we have to use the resources that are in place. And again, if you don't want to do it, you need to hire someone that will do it for you. We also use that 500-pound telephone. And then, of course, we send emails out. Again, you have to have an email list. I use all of these processes to get my information in front of as many people as I possibly can, because we don't know who's going to sign up for an event. We don't know who needs what we have to offer. But what we can do is get it in front of as many people as we possibly can. And of course, I believe if it's 100 people, you want 10 people at the event, you need to get it in front of 100 people. And so on and so forth, at least 10% of whatever. And also, we're going to have, we've already heard from Bijaya talked a little bit about send-out cards. So Mailbox Power is a great send-out tool. And what I've learned about that tool is that I don't just have to send out about one business thing. I can take and do those cards, and I can send out a link to my events. I can send out prices of what pricing on this same PowerPoint right here. I can put it in that card as a photo, my pricing. So send out cards are really a great way to get your information in front of a lot of people that you would never ever see. And that's what we have been doing lately, and we're going to do a lot more of it. So thank you so much, Bijaya, for being committed to learning. She had to learn the system. And I think it was Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill says that you don't have to know how to do everything, but you have to know somebody that can get the job done. So with that, I'm grateful. And then, of course, I use the chats. Online events. I post links to my events on social media. And when I say the chats, I'm referring to those online events that we have. I use those chats. And when I'm having an event, I post that link in the chat. If I'm in an event and I'm not having an event, I post something in the chat. I may post emoji, I may post an affirmation, and I'm gonna tell you why that chat is so important. That chat is important because guess what? Some people, event that you go to, you never have a chance to speak or talk. So how are you gonna brand yourself? By talking in the chat. So when you comment to what other people are saying, when it makes sense, people are looking at that. And I always believe that people are watching what we do. I also post links to the event. I post the links to the event on social media as well. And sometimes when I'm at event, when I post the links to the event that I'm hosting in the chat as well. And sometimes when I'm at an event, they would give us an opportunity to introduce ourselves. So I always have my infomercial right here on my computer. I keep it right here because I'm always on the ready, ladies and gentlemen. Preparation is the key to our success. And I always keep a script right here by me just in case. And it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to say. It's just that sometimes when we're on these platforms and we're put on the spot, whether it's in person or online, our brain locks. And then sometimes you say things and you're like, oh, I should have said this and I should have said that. So write down what you want to say, keep it on a little script by your computer. And when it's time for you to go to an event, make sure you have a script on hand. That's what I do. And I said these are strategies that I do use to promote my events. Podcast and live videos. People often interview me. Yvonne Jones, she's going to be interviewing me soon. And I'm looking forward to that. I think it's next Wednesday. And she'll be interviewing me. Always say yes to these opportunities, because these are times that you can not only practice your script, you get to practice your whatever it is that you're doing, you get better at it, you become an expert at saying all these things. And then, of course, it starts rolling off your tongue. It gives you an opportunity to get content. You can post these videos on your webpage. You know, if it's an audio, I post audios on my website. I don't have them all up there, but I have quite a few up there. And another thing, the live interviews, live videos. You want to go live, just click the button on Facebook and go live. It doesn't matter how and what you think people may say, because a lot of times we get caught up in our emotions. It's not even true. What we thinking and feeling is not even true. So just step outside of your comfort zone. And all of these things that you do, we're not just talking about events. This is what you need to do for your business. Everything that I'm going over here, you can use all of this for your business. Also, virtual backgrounds. When I am at events, I make sure I have a virtual background that talks about who I am, or it defines who I am and what I do in some way, shape, or fashion or form. When I'm hosting events, I use the one with all the participants on it, and people at the event, they already know, oh, she's hosting an event, or she's speaking at an event. They know I'm doing something that has to do with events. And many times we go into the breakout room, people will ask you, we all have to tell each other what we do. And before I leave that breakout room, somebody's telling me, oh, I want to connect with you, because they want to speak. And this is why I chose to do this session today, this workshop today, to let you all know that there is money that can be made online. You don't have to do free, but a lot of times people do free because they're afraid to ask for money. Well, I got over that by being a part of Women's Prosperity Network. Trish Carr tells us often, ask for the sale. And then, of course, again, like I said, my event details is on. I also have virtual backgrounds that just talks about my business, that may have my business name, my website, my phone number, my website, my phone number, my email address, the name of my company, my logo. Our team creates all of those for you. So if you want to look sharp, and I do believe that's what attracts people to me, is how I show up. And I'm not talking about nobody else but me. I know a lot of people show up, but I'm talking about me. It works for me. So I'm very meticulous about how I show up on social media. I want to attract the right people who will take part in the events that I host, online events that I host. So that's what I do. So these are just some of the strategies, and I'm sure there are more, but these are some of the strategies that I use to promote my events and my products and services. Okay, I'm going to give you a few tips. Pay to play arena. This is a pay to play arena. Now I'm going to let you in on my secrets. I'm going to let you in on my secrets. I'm going to give you everything that I do here is how I make money. So let's make some money today. So first of all, in our events, events are all about participants. I never host an event with just me. Some people will host a webinar with just them. Some people will host a workshop with just them as the facilitator. That's just something I do not do, because I believe that people need people. And I know that people want to speak, people want to be seen, they need to be seen and heard. It's not about wanting to. You got to get some visibility, no doubt about it. You have to be visible. So what Unity and Service does is we give you visibility. We make sure that we raise your level of authority. We make sure we increase your visibility, we increase your brand by giving you exposure in the events that we host. And even if we do a live interview for you, we believe everything we do is about exposure and content. Everything we focus on is about exposure and content. That's my zone of genius. So we have 3 speaker spots that are in our events. One is the spotlight speaker that costs us $197. Then we have the TEDx speaker spots that cost us $275. Then we have the keynote speakers, and that cost us $375. Let me make one thing clear here. When I started this online journey back in 2020, I came online, my speaker spots were only $75 to $100. Between 75 and maybe 150. And what was I doing? That I was testing the waters. But also at that time, and I've always, from that time to now, always get great participation because people need to be heard. So that's my zone of genius. And I tell God, thank you for giving me this vision, and giving me the strength and the courage and the stay power, because I do have my share of challenges. And I think some of you will agree that most of our challenges come through people a lot of times. And they're disciplines that's not moving in the same direction that ours is. But of course, we learn to get through it and so on and so forth. But our spotlight speakers, and at that time when I started, our only day was just speaking. But since that time, I have learned to give them so much value. When we talk about funnels, we talk about products and services, we're talking about value. People are looking for value. And I learned all of these things in Women's Prosperity Network. All of my mentors, Bill Walsh, Sharon Lecter, I learned these things. And I'm grateful that I did, that you have to give people value. And that's what will allow you to take the cost up. So for our spotlight speakers, they speak 5 to 7 minutes. We give them pre-promotions across our social media platforms because, again, it's always about exposure. Individual promotions, they get one personal promotion with their face on it so that they can feel proud to push that information. We'll even give them the script if they need it. But the bottom line is you got to be seen visible. We do our part. We also want you to reach those people that we cannot, who are in your network, who you want to see you. We all want to be seen. That's why everybody's on social media. So if you say you don't, well, whatever. But I believe everybody wants to be seen on social media. And then that's why they're there in life in general. And then we also give all of our speakers a complimentary ebook or audio. We give you something that's going to be of value, that is free, something that we have created, of course. And then we're going to give you a virtual background. At all of our events that you can see today, we believe in looking good. We believe in coming in uniform. It's nothing like being on the same page. It's nothing like moving in the same direction. And we will give you a virtual background, also with your picture and your name, title on it. We also create a customized video bio, which you have seen us play a few of them today. DOS, the one we played for DOS, is what we call a video bio. That same bio you can post on social media, you can post on LinkedIn, it's very limited on time, it's under 2 minutes. Post it. People want it, people are nosy. So just post it on Facebook, and then you can also upload it to your video channel. And of course, all of our speakers get as well, the presentation they get is cut and edited. And that everything here goes to our keynote speakers. And there is one thing I forgot on here. All of our speakers receive an email list. All of our speakers receive an email list of attendees who attend the event. So however many people are here today, if you're a part of this event, if you're a speaker, you're going to get the email list, because guess what? When you get through speaking about your product and service, how are you going to follow up? You got to follow up with the people. All of these things that I'm telling you all is what we give value. So if you don't have something to give when you host an event, call me, call some of your buddies and say, hey, and this is what JV is about. This is what partnering is about. We come together, we help each other out, we give each other certain things, because everybody don't have everything done already, but that's no reason not to take a leap and get started and put on an event. And when you host an event, if you do it under me, or if you come through my coaching program and I walk you through the entire program, then of course I'm going to be with you the whole entire 9 yards up until that event is over. I'm going to be a participant in that event. I'm going to help you market that event, and I'm going to co-host that event for you to help and assist on managing that platform for you. So as well as my team is going to show up as well. So this is what we got, and they help fill the seats. So as many bodies as you can get at an event, that's what you want to do. And only thing I forgot on here was the email list. Okay. And we are coming up on how to increase your revenue. Come on, I'm gonna show you how to make the money. Now, y'all ready to make the money? Come on, give me some energy. Give me some energy. Y'all ready to make the money? All right. We're gonna run through this. How to increase your revenue through hosting events. This is what I have done. And based on this, each speaker has a speaker fee. As you saw, it was a speaker fee. So what do? This event was, I'm just giving you a hypothetical here. This event is from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's an in-person. This can be for an in-person or for an online event, because you still got to fill an event with speakers and also whether it's in or off, on or offline. So this goes both ways. But the keynote speaker is 30 minutes, according to on this platform on our online events. We have what we call a TEDx speaker. We put the second X there so we don't infringe on people's right. And that's a 15-minute speaking spot. And you can see it's $275. And then we have the keynote, which is $375. And then we have the expert panelists. We have 6 of those all, like I said, this is from 11 to 6. So I can take 4 30-minute keynote speakers. All of this is interchangeable. But I know with the 6-hour event, this is what I can take because I've done it before. But sometimes you might get more keynote speakers. Sometimes you might get more TEDx speakers. Sometimes you might get more spotlight. It's all interchangeable. I'm just giving you an example here to show you how it can work. So the spotlight speaker, 5 to 7 minute, those spots are $197. Expert panelists, we need 6 spots of those. That's $97 each, because then we have the event timer, and we put as many people in our event as I can. We have the event timer, which is $97 because they have to pay. They're getting exposure in that event. They're getting exposure. And then we have the chat monitor, as well as, because those people, we allow them to talk and talk in this event. So they are getting exposure. We allow them to, we normally make a video. So we have their presentation. They get a bio video with their ticket costs. Again, it's always about content. Then we have what we call the intercessor, is a person who prays. In everything we do, we want to keep God in it. We want to bring God in because He is the one that gave us the vision. And we want to say thank you and show gratitude by always bringing Him in. And you all know it can be very stressful when you set out to do anything that you do, and God calms us. When we pray, He makes it everything right and better. And the more participants, like I said before, the more participants that you have for your event, you are guaranteed an audience. So if you add up all of these people, you got 4, 8, that's 12, 14, that's 18, 19, 22, that's 21 people right there, just in the event. That's 21 people just in the event. So that means if you can, I always say, if I can do, when I have an event, I always ask God for at least 25 or more. Yes, I want 100 because that's what Zoom will hold 100. But the bottom line is that events are all over the place. And when I used to could get 60 and 80 people on the platform, I do good to get what I get. But whatever we get, we want to serve as if we are serving the masses at that time. Everybody is important. So we want to give, whoever show up, we want to give them 100% of our service. So that is what we have here. And you all can do the math. Now we're going to talk about graphic and content creation. All of this is a part of the event. I talked about that. All of this is a part of the event. You have to have good graphic content, not just for your event, but as an entrepreneur, you need to make good graphic content to go out via social media. Whether it's about your products or services, you need good quality content to go out on social media. And so I take pride in that. And this is what I do. I think, thankfully, Dawson, they really make me look good. They really, they have great work. I tell them how I want it, and they make it happen. And this is what the team will do for you as well. They're here to serve. And if I'm speaking at a conference, sometimes I just want to put an affirmation up there because everything that I do online is not about selling. Sometimes we have to let people see the other side of us. Let them in our personal business. Well, where are you going this year? Let them in. Well, where are you eating at? So I'm an open book. I'm gonna say it like that. Somebody told me I was an open book. That means I don't have no secrets. I just show up and tell it like it is. But content is definitely essential to your events, as well as to your business and to your brand. And again, That's what our team does, and they're going to make you look good. Social media packages, I'm going to run over that right quick, just so you all will know. When you're ready, if you feel like you want to hire people to do some social media marketing for you, please reach out to our team. And we have, for our first package, it's $250. You get 3 posts per week, 2 stories. 30 minutes engagement means that we'll go back and forth, and we'll go back and respond to some of those posts as well. And some of the people that are talking to you on the post, we will respond to them. And then we'll give you 1 reel, and that's for that week, as well as hashtag a week, hashtag strategies. We have to make sure we have hashtags on there. We all know the value of hashtags. And of course, we're going to report to you as a client once a month. We're going to let you know how we're doing. If it's in that month, however long it is, we're going to let you know where we posted. We're going to keep a running tab of that, and we're going to send you that tab and show you where we posted. Sometimes we'll be joining new groups, and we're going to show you where we posted for that period. And then the clients in the first month, the clients must provide the content. Many of you are business owners. You have tons of content. You just don't have time to share it. So with the $250 package, just send us the content and we'll take it from there. And under the 2-month package, is $350, and that's our silver package. That's $350. You're going to get 5 posts a week. You're going to get 3 stories created, and then you're going to also get 2 reels. And the reels can come in either a video or a post. Most likely we would do a post for the videos. We would do a post, graphic design. And then you get 30 minutes engagement, hashtag strategies, monthly report, client advice, content. Now on your 3-month package, we're talking a $500 package, which is a gold package. You're going to get graphic designs, and they're going to create those graphic designs for you. We just need to know your color, your brand, your email, all of your information, your calendar link, whatever you have. We're going to create that content for you, and you're going to get 3 graphic designs. And then you're going to get that done. Posting will be done 5 days a week. So of course, with your content that you give us, we're going to be fine. And then we're going to get, and then sometimes we can pull information sometimes from Google, so we can get the information, and our team, they can create information on this graphic. They will create it for you. 4 stories you will get on this package. And this 3-month package is good if you want to know you're going to host an online event. Well, I would say only 1 or 2 months you would need. But if you're going to host a live event, or if you want to push your products and services for 3 months, that's fine too. If you want them to just work for you and your business for 3 months, that's fine too. It all work out. However you choose, this is what we have to offer. And then there's, again, monthly social media report, as well as this particular package. They will actually take, if you're hosting an event, or if you have some content that you want to put, a video or something that you want on your website, when you invest in this package, they will actually put it on your website for you. Again, our job is to make sure all of us save as much time as we can as business owners. So you can take my calendar link, BJ, you or Debalina, would one of you all please write my calendar link into the chat while I talk? Write my calendar link into the chat. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, you can save the chat. You can just click the 3 dots right at the bottom of the chat. And when it says save the chat, feel free to save the chat. Everyone on here will also receive a copy of this presentation. So either way, you're going to have the information you need. The challenge for us as entrepreneurs is stopping long enough to go back and review what we need to review. That's the challenge. And as long as I'm going in, I'm gonna say the devil, as long as that negative force can keep us from putting the time in to go back and review stuff so we can get better, that's what's going to happen. So what we have to do is be aware of that, and we have to be aware of it and make sure that we do not procrastinate. Just do what we need to get done and get it done. And I'm coming up on the end of this report. I am on the end. I'm coming up on the end of this, and now what we're going to do, we had all of that. I want to know if anybody have any questions. And from here, we're going to go into our presentation. And I want to walk you through some processes as it relates to how Eventbrite actually can assist you in setting up your event with ease. And again, if you all have any questions, I'll take any questions that you have at this time. Reference what I've already stated thus far.